Welcome back to Sus Sports, where we don't celebrate moments, we audit the emotional fallout. This weekend, the United Center performed a high-stakes identity experiment. They hoisted a piece of fabric with the number one on it into the rafters, and resulting in psychological breakdown of the city has been fascinating to observe. Derrick Rose has officially been immortalized. If you have been on social media, you've seen a relevance divergence. People are actually arguing that a man with one MVP and zero finals appearance means more to us than the man who built the building. Today, we perform a biopsy on the native son, delusion, audit the Steelers' latest safety blanket hire, and we also check the status of the Blackhawks Pedialyte protocol. Let's diagnose the rot. Sus Sports. Let's look at the pathology of the argument. Draymond Green went on his podcast and performed a biopsy on Michael Jordan's legacy, the nerve. The guy no one will remember in 10 years, more like 5. He said there is not one person who means more to Chicago than Derrick Rose. Kind of agree. Nah, I don't agree. That's the bull. The clinical term for this is communal psychosis. The argument is that while everyone wanted to be like Mike, everyone was actually like Derrick. Jordan is a global corporate entity. Rose is a neighbor from Inglewood. One is a statue, the other is a heartbeat. For a specific subset of the city, 6 championships are just data points. But Rose is an identity. And then Rose drops the haymaker. Isaiah Thomas is his GOAT. Because Isaiah is from Chicago, he beat Mike, he beat Bird, and he beat Magic, all in their prime. It's a fascinating hierarchy shift where geography is more valuable than excellence. The Jordan audit, brand repository. Even Michael Jordan emerged from his hiding phase to participate in the drama. In a video message, he told Rose he looked forward to seeing the number one hanging next to his number 23. Shots fired. Analysts see this as a legacy handoff, but in the Sus Lab, we see it as a brand repository audit. Jordan knows his rings are safe. By endorsing Rose, he's simply auditing the local market. He's the CEO acknowledging the intern that actually grew up in the factory he created. It keeps the Jordan brand relevant to a generation that only knows him through a documentary and overpriced sneakers. I have about 7 pairs myself. I bought them during COVID, though, so that's my excuse. Truth Wave, coaching extractions. The Truth Wave has cleared the leadership ledger. John Harbaugh is in New York, making the Giants formidable. Kevin Stefanski is in Atlanta. Jesse Minter is the new head coach of the Ravens. The league is performing a mass removal of underperformers. If your organization is still evaluating its direction in late January, you've already lost the 2026 season. Precision travels. Vibes stay at home. The Freight Train. And a final biopsy on the college football playoff. Number 1, Indiana just completed the greatest turnaround in sports history, winning the national championship after performing a 56-22 identity removal on Oregon in the Peach Bowl. Heisman winner Fernando Mendoza was surgical. 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. The Ducks entered with vibes. Indiana entered with a system. Mendoza, a Miami native, enjoyed a homecoming for the title game, proving that drive, sustainability beats South Beach vibes every single time. Reputations were audited, and the Big Ten just collected its 3rd straight title. Hockey winter, Pedialyte protocol. Reputations were audited at the United Center last week in the NHL as well. Taser, Jonathan Toews, returned wearing a Winnipeg Jets jersey. That was tough to watch. Captain Sirius is back in the building where he became a legend. But he did it while the Blackhawks were still ravaged by a stomach bug. The Blackhawks locker room currently smells like Pedialyte and broken dreams. Along with an AHL tandem in goal, the only thing being defended is the draft lottery pick. It's not a system failure. It's just Chicago in January.
Reputations were audited this weekend. Derrick Rose passed the beloved test. Michael Jordan remains the standard. Mike McCarthy is the Steelers' latest safety net. And Kim, she's still in the coat closet. January doesn't care about your origin story. It only cares about execution. Hope is noise. This is Sus Sports. I'm Sam. See you next week when the euphoria fades and the air gets even thinner. Sus Sports. Out.